VRO framework is a tool used to analyze a firm's internal resources and capabilities to find out if they can be a source of sustained competitive advantage. VRIO is an acronym that stands for Value, Rarity, Cost of Imitation, and Organization. VRIO framework was developed by a man named J.B. Barney in his work titled Firm Resources and Sustained Competitive Advantage. If a product can meet all four requirements within the framework, then it has a competitive advantage. Companies and businesses are very easily able to evaluate the competitiveness of their product and see where improvement is necessary. If we were to demonstrate VRIO framework on our own business's product, glucose monitors, we would evaluate it by considering each point in the VRIO model. Is our product valuable? The answer to this question would be yes. Glucose monitors are valuable. According to the model, our product does not have competitive disadvantage. The next question would be to ask, using this framework, are glucose monitors rare? The answer to this question in our market of Russia is once again yes. If we were to answer no, then our product would only have competitive parity. Are glucose monitors costly to imitate? Unfortunately, glucose monitors could be imitated pretty easily, thus making the consumer's need to purchase from our company exclusively less of a demand. Because our product is not costly to imitate, it only has temporary competitive advantage in Russia, at least until other companies catch up with our business. If our product would have been costly to imitate, but our firm was not organized enough to capture the value of the product, it would still only have temporary advantage. According to VRO model, the only way our product could have sustainable competitive advantage is if the product was costly to imitate and our firm was organized enough to capture the value of the product. While there are a variety of methods of entry to consider upon creating a new business, for this particular endeavor, a joint venture proved to be the most feasible option. While other modes are certainly viable, in a Russian business environment, there is considerable corruption. There are inconsistent laws and other poor business policies are currently in place that make the risks often greater than potential rewards. This is especially true with regards to being a wholly owned subsidiary. Additionally, other options like greenfield investment and acquisitions run the risk of our new business being engulfed by other large corporations. A joint venture makes the most sense for our business's product in that our company will maintain its own identity as a separate entity from the business that we enter into a partnership with. Benefits of a joint venture with a Russian company include being able to navigate tricky trade barriers in place for importers and have the cultural knowledge to deal with political issues that might arise. As a partner, we would be able to benefit the Russian company we enter into the venture with by being responsible for our share of costs, profits, losses, and ultimately by bringing the new technology to Russia and allowing them to profit off of our initial business venture.
In product sourcing, our first candidate is Changsha Harun Biological Technology Company. It's a Chinese company that produces worthwhile products. China has reached out to Russia and extended a 6 billion won line of credit, which has helped Russia and China invest in their business relationship, which could have a positive impact on our business plan. Risks are the potential of lower quality manufacturing, intellectual rights theft of our product, and legal battles with dishonest manufacturers that will require our attention. Arcrai Incorporated is a Japanese-based company who provides high-quality products. The risk is Japan and Russia are currently not in good standing with each other. Japan imposes high sanctions on Russia, who is our target market, due to their choices made against Crimea, causing strain to rise between the two countries, which is not conducive to our business plan. Our third candidate is Hanover, who is a Korean-based company. The pro is that Korea and Russia have been developing their business relationship for the last 10 years. The risk is that the trading and business relationship is still considered newer versus established. Our target market is Russia and the working class. In 2014, 6.7 million cases of diabetes was diagnosed in Russia, and up until then, it had been generally fallen within the 50-plus age range, but now there's a shift to include people in their 30s and 40s. Approximately 26% of Russia's population in late teens are considered obese, which has the potential to increase their diabetes rates to 30% by the year 2030. The annual cost for caring for diabetic patients is $12.5 billion, and that does not include people who are not able to get the supplies that they need. Russia was chosen because they need more medical supplies that we can provide to them to help them monitor themselves and improve their health.
Diabetes is a worldwide problem. Monitoring blood glucose levels can help manage the disease. Not all countries have access to blood glucose monitors, needles, and blood test strips that are needed for self-monitoring. Russia is ranked as the third highest country that recorded diabetic cases. The disease is growing and Russia is facing challenges. The top 3 challenges are: first, there isn't proper care for diabetics. Second, the instruments aren't timely and sufficient. Third, there is a lack of patient education. Our products could help with these challenges. We would improve the overall health of Russia by supplying glucose monitors and test strips all over Russia, not just in the cities. And we can do it at a price that the general public can afford. Patients who monitor and regulate their blood glucose levels have fewer diabetes-related complications. We would be meeting a much-needed necessity in Russia.
Based upon our research, the recommended channel for sales and distribution of our monitor would be via a product distributor. Using a distributor is cost-effective for the company and eliminates the need to pay someone to get our product into customer hands. This route also causes an increase in cash flows, as we will receive money from distributors before the product is stocked on retail shelves or sold to customers. The company can find many distributors that have successful experience working in Russia who know local and country laws and regulations, which is beneficial for the product's introduction into Russia. We feel confident that by selecting a seasoned, knowledgeable distributor and establishing and maintaining a good relationship with our product and company, will perform successfully in Russia. By obtaining a rock-solid distributor, it will allow our company to continue its main focus on overseeing the entire product life cycle from manufacture to customer satisfaction.
For our promotion strategy, we want to focus on brand positioning, which makes our brand relevant, which means it makes it important to the consumers who are seeing our ads. It makes it different from any other product that's out there. We don't want to be confused with another product that's already on the market. And it also, we want to make sure that our product is credible and it's attainable, which means that the common consumer can find it and that's believable. The types of brand positioning we would like to use are quality positioning, which means we have a quality image, and there are just a few areas of focus with that. We want to use price positioning, which is important for our product because it will be marketed toward the Russian consumer who doesn't have a lot of discretionary income. We want to focus it being on high quality though, because we don't want to be perceived as cheap or not good quality. We also want to use benefit positioning, which means we have areas that are better and unique to our product than other products already out there. Especially important for us is that it solves a common problem, meaning that it's a healthcare issue that a lot of people face and we are addressing that. The forms of advertising we want to use are low cost or free. So we're using a lot of social media, including Kontakte and Odnoklazniki, which are both similar to Facebook that are used by Russians. They're the top two social media sites in Russia, and the ones that we are more familiar with, like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, and YouTube. This is a picture of our ad. It addresses diabetes immediately. It talks about the few areas of concern with the brand positioning. It even has the green European symbol for a pharmacy, so they will know where they can get the product. It has our name and our logo on there, and it's short and to the point.
The company's pricing strategy is to make the PBGM brand of monitors, test strips, and lancets competitive and appealing to our target market while keeping our costs low to maximize profitability. By keeping costs from manufacturing or sourcing and assembly labor low for all products to around $2, the company can afford to build in costs for promotion in the various channels selected. With an estimate of promotional costs around $2 per packaged unit, management expects a break-even cost of around $4. This will allow the company to offer wholesale distributors a price of around $6 to $7 and retail distributors about $8, still leaving room for a significant margin for those parties and maintaining profitability for the company. Using the company's projected sales volumes, the profit ends up around $3 per packaged unit, which should be enough profit to make even Mr. Putin happy.
At PBGM, we believe great vision without great people is irrelevant. We know our success will come by placing the right people into the right roles. Because of our desire to maintain American standards for doing business, our key management roles will be filled by parent country nationals. While these expatriates will be compensated with competitive salaries, bonuses, and living expenses, their experience and ability to represent our American vision for the company will be worth the additional costs. The remaining roles in our company, highlighted in blue, will be filled either by host country nationals or third country nationals. The brand manager will be filled by a host country national, as they will understand the Russian market and its tastes and motivations in creating a brand that will appeal to Russians. The information technology and finance positions will be filled by either host country nationals or third country nationals, dependent on the cost. For the HR legal position, a host country national would fill this position best, as they are more likely to understand the Russian customs and legal operations. The operations manager will be filled by a host country national to encourage a solid link to the factory workers and will best understand Russian customs and working attitudes. This will also provide the assembly workers to gain managerial experience and prepare them for possible promotions within the company.